It's time for our first review of the all-new MINI Countryman, and boy has it changed. You can take a look at that already from the outside, but even more changes on the interior. It will be radically different from the previous generation. All about it here with Thomas Nadegefühl in 4K, full screen, full length. Let's go. Starting on the exterior, you can see smoky green is the vehicle color and vibrant silver are these accentuations called. Maybe somewhat of bronze golden look and a matte design and totally chrome deleted basically. There will be petrol, diesel and here the all-electric version, MINI Countryman E or SE. This is then the sportier version with all-wheel drive. And this vibrant silver is also available as a contrasting roof. If you don't want it, you can get it either in vehicle color or also in white or in black. The length now at 4.43 meters or 174 inches. This is a massive gain in length, about 13 centimeters or 5 inches, and also in height, 7 centimeters or 2 inches higher than the previous version. Here you can see there's no batching right here, but it kind of moved up here to be more prominent in almost eye level. The all-4, the all-wheel drive version, also has this special look, and the John Cooper Works version, for example, would again have a different look right here. Either front-wheel drive electric motor or front plus rear, so these two versions will be available. And you can see here around the wheel arches, they play with a lot of interesting details. For example, this stamped-in feature. Wheels from 18 to maximum 20 inch. These are also the biggest 20-inch wheels. They are more daring in the design here overall. Do you like that or not? Tell me in the comments. It is also a very unique rear perspective in this segment here, and once again moving so far away from a BMW X1 or iX1 that you really can differentiate them, although they're sitting on the same platform. So I really like this more off-roadish styling, and once again you can see these contrasts in the lettering, logo and also in the lower part. As for the battery size, it will be 64 kilowatt hours net. This is not the biggest battery at this vehicle size. However, their motors, for example, are actually quite efficient, so we can expect some realistic range of 400 kilometers or 250 miles. Recharging has a DC peak, that's a cool system here, of 130 kilowatt, and that means 29 minutes from 10 to 80% state of charge. It will be built, by the way, in the German plant in Leipzig together with the BMW X2. So it shares the platform with the X1 and the X2, and of course also with the iX1. But I really have to say, from everything we've seen so far, this is way different from an X1 or iX1, whereas the BMW more offers the conservative approach. Here the Mini is more this, going out, showing more unique feature approach. Turning indicators in the rear, interesting here in the middle part. Is it too small maybe? And the acceleration figures are 8.9 seconds for the E, so the front-wheel drive version, and 5.6 seconds for the SE, the all-wheel drive version. A car in that size should have a frunk, shouldn't it? But it has none actually. Yeah, maybe that's also due to this sharing of the whole platform, so it's not a dedicated EV platform. Why are they doing that? By that they can, of course, have some economies of scale, and also they can react better on changing demand when they don't know yet if people buy more EV or still more petrol and diesel. I really like the new Mini key fob here with stamped in logo, and I think it's not too heavy but still feels good. Then the door handles here, they are integrated, but they still give you haptic feedback. They are taken from the BMW X1. And then here, door closing sound is solid inside of the doors. This is so unique. Of course, different color combinations are available, and you have a high-grade fabric interior here, also from recycled material. Then again, this silver or golden look here, or silver golden, however you want to call it. Also really good from the feedback these buttons give you and so on. Also here with the buttons on the inside of the door. Some more space left here, only hardback of course in the lower part. And then this interior also completely radically new. The steering wheel small but thick, almost like an M steering wheel I would say. Then you can also get one with this central strap in the lower part, and still real buttons at the steering wheel, so not everything hashtag capacitive BS, so easy to control and so on. You can see there are no digital instruments, but you can get a head-up display. And then it's actually fine to see the speed. Also more fabric here, vertical air vents, that is special to the MINI Countryman inside the MINI family. And what you see and feel and touch, this is a premium interior I would expect from MINI. So I really have to say, so far, I was a little bit disappointed by MINI interiors, but now it's completely different. Look at that. These seats here are also all animal free, together with the steering wheel. So it's a vegan interior, but the material quality is top notch. It's a very soft material, perforated. It looks cool. You can once again get different colors, so you don't have to go for this color here if you don't like it. But really attention to detail. This is a very playful interior. Maybe for some it's too much. Then you can get a BMW X1 or BMW iX1, you know. But if you want something more unique, more playful, at the same time, at a very high build quality, then this is something for you. And I can just stress it once again, from the quality, what you touch and see and feel and so on, this is at least equal with BMW, if not in some parts even higher. And that's a very astonishing thing here. And I really have to say, before, MINI was really off in the interior build quality. Now it is matching also the premium approach. Then steering wheel up and down, in and out. So it's an easy control. And headroom with 189 or 6'2", still enough left. This is also the optional panoramic roof, and this is also one you can actually still open. And today we really have to say that. Sometimes you cannot open them anymore, they're just panoramic roofs with a shade or something, but here you can open it and you can of course close it again. And you can also apply a shade when it's a really, really hot day. Seating comfort, by the way, here also very good, and once again the material is nice. So I'm really happy with the offering here so far. Will I be happy as well with the infotainment system? Really looking forward to that too. Oh, and meanwhile the shade has closed. Interesting, by the way, look at these pedals. The brake pedal also in the mini roundish design. Same goes for the throttle. And look at that, this is here attached in the lower part. Unusual for nowadays vehicles. Maybe design reason, maybe technical, I don't know. But it looks fancy. Let's take a detailed look at the lower compartment here. First of all, glove box has a nice closing sound, classic glove box. Then here, to switch the music and also the volume knob, still classic one. Here the experience mode selector, classic MINI select, like aircraft inspired. These will change the moods in the car for the infotainment and lighting. This is then here the power switch to turn on the car. This is the gear switch, like reverse and drive and so on, P mode. And here you get directly to the car apps then in the infotainment system. Underneath, inductive charging pad, also with cooling function, very important that it doesn't overheat. More fabric use is really cool. Cup holders, they are not adaptive. That is one thing that is missing. I also criticized that in the X1. Storage space here. And then there's also, first of all, this armrest with a nice bolstering. You can slide that backward. There should be space inside, but there isn't. That's also another thing. Here then, this is like luggage inspired. These straps, you can pull these open. Then there's a storage box inside. And then more space here with two USB-C chargers. Interior cockpit overview, revolutionary change for the MINI Countryman. Just the Mini Cooper has a similar interior overview, but I mean, this is so unique if you compare it to other brands and so on. Vertical vents here, then also nice to control. Fabric dash, looks cool, feels cool, and it's rather thick steering wheel, sporty, and it's just conveying fun, this steering wheel, I have to say. And with this vegan material, by the way, at least same durability, if not more. That is the result from the long-term test they did internally already. Then here 9-inch screen, round and OLED quality, so really high quality indeed. And let's use the force. Or let's use the bark. Oh, ain't that cute? But I'm just making everything up because this is a demo mode for the screen here at the moment. I can click through the different things here. This is like the calculations for the charging stop. The full screen map is available. This is the individual mode. Oh, ain't it cute? Where you can put your pet or maybe your partner. Maybe you prefer your partner or your pet, or maybe both. Yeah. Or here this mini photo. let's take a deeper look very soon there, because controlling it is pro and con, I would say. By the way, just to make it safe, this is not the design of the vehicle. This is sun, this is shade. It's one green color, just different lighting because the sun is shining from the side. The head-up display, however, will be one that is here on this separate plexiglass layer. I would expect a projection into the windscreen, but still glad to have one. If you don't have the head-up display, by the way, then the speed is only shown here. So I think you should go for the head-up display. Some more screens here. The vent control can be here, or also the temperature. It's like this sliding thing, you know, when you slide back and forth. Once again, the demo mode here. This will be the music choices, and the whole main menu will also look like this. It will appear in the middle part then. Different modes are also available, like this range mode where you have reduced throttle input. Also visualizations that go from here, or for example in this more vintage look. That's a fancy thing, isn't it? And the GPS, the car internal one, will look like this. Will appear then, for example, also here in the middle with this closed up. So the one thing I found cool is the quality of the screen, definitely, and especially when you have like this individual mode. You can put your own pet here, like a individual photo. It's so crisp, so sharp. That's pretty cool. And yeah, of course, oh, so sweet, little fellow. But here, changing temperature right here, not a big fan of that. Or here then you access the climate menu and so on. So we'll have to see in the final version if it will be really that user-friendly. Rear seats, first of all, inside of the doors, also with this nice fabric covering. Also then fitting to the interior color of the seats, and very comfortable seating position here indeed. Legroom, yeah, when I'm driving, it directly fits for at least 4 tall adults, even 5. Let's move to the middle part here. It's also fairly soft indeed. So yeah, maybe here with the knees a little bit, but you can house 5 tall adults in this vehicle, yes. Once again, good quality from the seats, and also you could see like that the bolstering underneath is really soft. Then you can pull down this here for adaptive cup holders, and you can also adjust the angles here of each individual seat, like here, second, third, fourth. So this is also pretty comfortable. You can adjust the angle right here of each seat. When you have a petrol version or a diesel then still available, you can also move this bench forward or backward. For packaging reasons, this is not possible with the all-electric version here. In the middle part, 2 USB-C chargers, and also a control here for the vent strength, which is again pretty unique with this jog wheel. What about the trunk and measurements, or the boot? Electric hatch, of course, is available. And then here the length is 85 centimeters, 33 inches. The width is a good meter or 40 inches. And you can also have some space here underneath, for example, to house the electric cables then for the charging cables for the EV version. Another interesting feature is also the electric towing hook. There's a button here, and then it automatically comes forward like this. And the cool thing is that it also directly goes inward and completely again without needing to push extra further. Then to fold the seats, I have to go around, use these straps, and it's here 1/3, 1/3, or 2/3, 1/3, depending on your wishes. And let's measure the total length to the seat as I would be driving, and that's here. Yes, about 116 meters or 62 inches. First pricing is already out. For example, for the German market, 44,000 euros for the entry version, the Countryman E, the all-electric version, and 50,000 euros for the all-wheel drive electric version. Base price, of course, without extras. Definitely what's standing out, that they are daring in the design, both exterior and interior, and that the interior build quality has massively improved. If the battery size will be big enough, that's another question, and also counts for the internal competitor, the BMW iX1. Check out this review now. Or another competitor, the Volvo XC40 EV.